We are back. We are back, and you're listening to The Adam Harman Show on 790 KABC. Arena, we didn't find out some important information from you before we left.
Love it.
How do people get to talk to the angels out there? How do they get in touch with you?
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for asking, Adam, because I've got some cool things coming up. I'm, of course, doing readings at Mystic Journey Bookstore. I'm also doing energy healing work at Mandala Yoga Studio in Santa Monica.
Okay.
I've got a kids' wellness workshop coming up this weekend and a retreat, Inner Peace Retreat, coming up next weekend.
How do they find about those retreats? I mean, where do they go to find out about that?
Okay, so the website and Instagram, Facebook, all of that is the tag Arena for You, and that's the number 4 and the letter U. So it's just AURANA, the number 4, the letter U, .com, or that's Instagram, or that's Facebook. And I'm basically here for you. So I look forward to hearing from everybody.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us today. Everybody, reach out to Arena. Listen to those angels. Come on. Aww. Let's make this happen. Arena,
love.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great. That sound keeps on popping up. Every time Arena walks into a room, that sound pops up. My good, it's like she's got her own theme song. Remember that story from Family Guy where he asked for his own theme song, and he had his own theme song. Really marvelous. She has hers. It's a bunch of angels singing. Oh my goodness! No, wow. Is it that time again?
Adam, it is that time again.
Well, then it's time for
the fabulous Dovie Leroy, Cosmic Astrologer.
Ooh.
Yes. Hello.
I love that gong at the end.
Me too.
Is that you playing the gong?
Yes.
So,
watching in the studio.
She's watching it in the studio. All righty. And you can be watching this fabulous broadcast by going to YouTube. Our YouTube channel is The Adam Harman. Don't spell it Harmon. It's Harman, The Adam Harman Show. Okay. And you can see Dovie's amazingly beautiful face, looking into the camera, smiling, doing that little face pose thing. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Dovie, what's going on with the stars these days?
Okay, so right now we are definitely in our eclipse season. And we had a lunar eclipse on January 31st in Leo, and now we're having a partial solar eclipse in Aquarius on February 15th. So, and a little bit of information about what an eclipse is a solar eclipse is when it's the sun, the moon, and then the earth. And a lunar eclipse is when it's the sun, the earth, and then the moon. It's about the alignment that actually causes that. And eclipses are actually one of the most powerful transits you will experience. Now, a regular transit lasts 4 weeks, and an eclipse transit can last up to 6 months. So,
oh, my goodness.
I know, yeah. No, there's a lot of...
That sounds like the New York City Transit Authority there.
Right.
It takes about 6 months to get a train. You'll sit on that platform, watch seasons go by. So tell us more about these transits.
Yeah, so the just so you know, this energy will be around until July 12th, and that's when our next solar eclipse will be coming. And anything can happen during this time. We'll be questioning our old habits and our behaviors, and we will be searching for new and inventive ways to make progress. So we're going to be really looking forward during this time. So new energy, as in events and people, are fascinating during this time. Now, Aquarius is very independent. So freedom, individuality, and intuition are honored, while traditional ways of doing things that have no substance will be thrown out the window. So, and your social and personal evolution will really be in that mix as well. Now, this will be conjuncting Mercury as well. So we're going to have the sun, the moon, and Mercury all together dancing.
That sounds like a dance for the devil. I'm dancing with the devil.
Maybe if Saturn was involved. But
there we go.
But this eclipse also will be directed towards your thoughts and your communication, which will be a little fun. So sharing ideas and opinions. Now, a little funness. Juno is an asteroid in the sky.
Yes.
And it is also going to be conjuncting all three of those as well. So there's this whole party going on. And it's about separateness and unions and marriages. And a little fun fact is that Juno was considered a moon goddess or a lunar goddess in ancient Roman times. So she rules over feminine energy. And this conjunction can bring a state of spiritual consciousness that you can reach when you transcend your ego. And this is really beautiful because eclipses complement one another. So they're all flowing together and they have a reason for their energy coming. And the lunar eclipse was about living creatively from the heart and from your authentic nature and living for you and nobody else. So society's programming can cause struggle, anxiety, and that's because that programming is not what you signed up for. Yes, so they're working together. And what you signed up for is your natal chart, your birth chart. That's why you're here. And yeah, so that's really all the energies that's going on. It's this huge solar eclipse.
My goodness gracious. You know, this is such great information.
Yeah.
I mean, how can people reach out to you and get themselves a natal chart? I know that you do give out one free natal chart. Did you ever do Wayman's natal chart?
I did.
Really?
Yes, and that's why we're going to actually have that discussion afterwards.
Oh my goodness.
I know all of his
Wayman's
secrets.
got a scared look on his face. Wayman's the guy running the back area here, making
Right.
sure everything works and you can hear me.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go sneak back there and watch Wayman sweat while this happens. Wayman.
Exactly.
All righty, there we go. So we'll be discussing Wayman's chart. How can people reach out to you?
Yes, you can contact me through Dovie, Leroy, Astrology.com.
That sounds great. Dovie, once again, thank you for having you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Anytime.
There we go. Well, at this point in the show, we have something called the Be the Change moment. Once a wise man said the following. He said, you know, son, if you want change in this world, and I am paraphrasing this, by the way. I don't think he said it that way. If you want change in this world, then you first have to be the change that you want to see in the world. On today's show, we spoke about numerology and how it plays a role in our destiny. And you have to figure out something as well here, which is important, is you can make choices that can affect your destiny as well. It's not like written in blood. It's not written in stone. So you can actually make choices. The real question is how do we make better choices? Where do you get your insights from? Can we tap into universal consciousness and get those answers? Can we contact people like Dovie Leroy at DovieLeroyAstrology.com? Can we contact Orena and get answers that way as well? I mean, the bottom line is there's lots of ways to get answers, but here's an excerpt from my book, The Official Wizard's Training Manual, that can show you a way to get answers in an interesting sort of quantum physics-y way. Interesting, okay? And this is a quote from it. In our purest form, humans are three-dimensional and interdimensional in essence. String theory, in the study of quantum physics, infers that we may be existing on limitless numbers of different timelines that are all existing in the present moment. It's like an infinite number of different movies simultaneously playing, and you are the main character in all of them. In each movie, you and your situation are anywhere from slightly to very different from the movie that you are playing and that you have your greatest attention on right now, which is your perceived life. So lots going on around you in these different timelines or dimensions. Have you ever felt a sense of déjà vu, a feeling like you've done or experienced something before? String theory might explain it as something that you're doing right now, but in another timeline, in the moment. Each of us, on each of your infinite number of parallel timelines, you've made different choices that have led to different outcomes in each of those different timelines. In one timeline, you may be faced with a challenge that you've already successfully resolved. In another. That's interesting. So if you've got a problem, the answer must be available on another timeline because the timelines are infinite. So therefore, possibilities are infinite. If you want to be able to find out more of how to be able to use this timeline approach, then you can go and get my book on Amazon.com. It's called The White Wizard's Training Manual, and it's by Adam Harman Banning. So you can see it there. If you like, though, we are giving out 5 free copies of it if you mail the following words, I want that book, to staff at theadamharmanshow.com. That's I want this book, or I want that book, to staff at the AdamHarmonShow.com. Okay, well, we are heading into that point right now where we are ending our show. And I'd really like to be able to thank you all for listening. Make sure you like us and subscribe to The Adam Harman Show on Facebook and YouTube for great posts and live streaming video of the show. Tune in for next Saturday's show when we'll be having a great conversation with Amazon bestselling author Curtis Lee Thomas. This guy is brilliant, and he's going to blow you away with ways to manifest. Make sure you catch that one next Saturday at 9 p.m. Until then, well, all of us here at The Adam Harman Show would like to thank you for listening, and we hope you have a week filled with love and wisdom.